at those days too in New York?
Studio 54 was before the
disco
punk
and
rock
all the-
thing. I don't think Studio 54 was still open in 1980. Anybody can call in and correct me, but that wasn't the hip thing. That was the 70s, you know.
Yeah.
That was just the more glitz thing. Glitzy, hard to describe. It's hard to describe. The 80s turned into the new wave punk era.
Gotcha.
At least that's how I read it. That's how I saw it. I really don't think Studio 54 was going on. More like the, CBGBs and, oh my God, there was another place we just loved to go to. Oh man, it was free to get in, and that always mattered because then I didn't have a record deal, so I was kind of looking around on the ground for money, which is easy to find in New York City. Probably scrape about $5 off the ground in about 2 blocks. Oh. That's people's wallets are just so willy-nilly. People don't drive, so they walk.
Gotcha.
And now it's really cool. When I was there in 2015, people talking on their phones, right? They're FaceTiming with their friends, so you can look and see who they're talking to. They walk down the street laughing, and it's pretty funny.
Isn't that something?
Like,
when people with their cell phones,
it was really a trip.
When you see people with their cell phones and they're like, or like when you do a selfie, everybody's got their hello, and then else, and they go back to this grouchy look or whatever.
Yeah, I did that. I went out to this bar. I was there by myself for 7 days in 2015. It just ended up that I was by myself, and I was going around to all my places, my local haunts, my previous haunts, and I ended up at this bar on the west side, like 9th, and in the days when I was there, it was Hell's Kitchen. That wasn't a place to be at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Alone. In fact, we shot our video over there. It was like, but anyway, because it was so dark and creepy, it was a pretty dangerous place. Well, it's gentrified, and I went over there. I had seen it when I went to a grocery store or something, because that's where I was staying in Midtown. So on my way home, alone, you're walking. I had, 10 blocks to go. And so I pulled my phone out, and I carried on a very vibrant conversation. Like I told the guy, next time I see him, I'm going to pull a gun on that guy. I just acted like a aggressive,
just
person. Like, don't mess with me, man. You don't want this. You don't want this. Okay? Let me tell you.
Oh my God.
You don't want to confront this. All right? Anyway, it was pretty funny. It's my little self-defense thing.
You were doing that in New York.
It's not the first time I've done it either.
Late at night, so people think you're stay away from me because I'm.
They think stay away from me. I am badass. You do not want to cross my path.
Do you want to know something?
I am your worst nightmare and your last mistake.
That is hilarious.
All 5'4".
Karen Lawrence, you're gonna. My time in New York.
What are you going to play after that? What song are you going to play for that?
We got. If I had it all wrong, that would be great.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
That's right on time.
Cocky.
But I got to tell you
Me
quickly.
being cocky. That's the way I am. Yeah, go ahead.
I got to tell you quickly. I did almost the same thing. One of my times in New York, I went to a place called the Supper Club. Do you remember where the Supper Club was on like 43rd Street?
No.
Anyways,
but I know 43rd and what?
Pete Townsend
43rd
played.
and what?
I don't know if it was 43rd, but Pete Townsend played there. And it was an exclusive deal in 96. He played once in the Fillmore out west and then twice in New York. And it was like when he started playing again, there were like only 800 people there.
Yeah, all right.
And I was there for 2 nights. And I stayed at the hostel by the UN. So I was walking home at 4 in the morning. Yeah, 4 in the morning by myself with an umbrella, acting like I was a hard ass with my umbrella. I am not even kidding you. I was by myself. And I'm walking in New York, and I'm all alone, and I'm like, oh, my God, I better look, because I talk to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that is kind of my good thing, but it cannot be. I don't know. And there was 2 clubs going. One had a bouncer guy out in the front. I mean, and the other one was like late. I'm like, and I went in one of them and like, oh my God. So I went to the other one to look better. It was like the mob. But it was
and
like,
that's before it got cleaned up by the mayor. Was it
Yeah.
We cleaned it up with the soda. You changed 42nd Street into a, BB King's is there. It's a tourist attraction. You go buy makeup on that street. It's weird. I mean, it's fine. I think it's fine. I think 42nd. Oh, that was my other one. Yeah. I got off on a red eye, which is a midnight flight from L.A. to New York. I apparently had no money, but I looked good. Mm-hmm. I took a bus, I guess, to the Greyhound station. I do not remember the bus trip. I don't. But I remember that I was there at Penn Station. I think that's 34th Street or something, 39th or something, over on the west side. And it was pouring rain. That means in New York City, you are not going to get a cab because everybody's got the cabs. And so this is, I arrived, I don't know. I mean, it was nighttime. I don't know what flight I came in on. I think it was 9 o'clock at night. And I'm supposed to meet my friends uptown in the 80s on the east side, like up Fifth Avenue. So I had to cross town to at least get a cab that was going in the direction I needed to go, going up. Because if I flag a cab and they're going downtown, they're going to just close their window and drive on. Mm-hmm. They won't even pay attention. So I've got 2 bags, huge suitcases. This is before wheels. Mm-hmm. Huge suitcases, a gigantic traveling purse. And I am just a sitting duck, just because it's a flight thing. You got your purse in there and books. And in the days before Kindle, I traveled with about 5 different books, depending on, so I'd have my mood or whatever. Anyway, so I am loaded down. Absolutely. I can't even get this one suitcase off the ground. I can't get it off the ground. I can get it maybe an inch. And I have to cross town, so I cross on 42nd Street because it's the only lit street, and this was when it was really bad, total XXX things the whole way, a street I never would have walked on in daytime when I lived there. Anyway, so I'm crossing this thing, and I look fabulous. I've got on my beautiful traveling outfit because I always like to have like a really nice outfit when I'm traveling. I don't know, it's very 1950s, very my mom of New York. My mom lived in New York. Anyway, so I always like to look really nice, and I've got this gorgeous luggage. And from the old days, and I'm crossing 42nd Street in rain, no umbrella, carrying these bags with this giant bag, and I'm just twitching my face, all around, kind of mumbling to myself like I'm an absolute lunatic. Like, yeah, I told him, believe me, I told him, I'm not teasing you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming. I'm coming. I just can't. Isn't that crazy? Oh, my God.
That's the
best.
It's
hysterical. I've done things like that. But, that's what you got to do. What am I supposed to do? Have to rely on the kindness of strangers.
Well, now you can Uber it. Now you could have made an Uber.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so different now.
You could have Uber.
Well,
you don't know the...
Yeah, I don't know. I just...
No,
now
be
I
no
would,
fun. There'd be no fun. There'd be no
safe now.
I don't even know if that supper club was on 42nd. But anyways,
I got you though. It's really different now though.
Yeah, the whole stories in New York, and the thing I thought was cool is how the cabs would line up. They'd go to the stoplight, they'd all go away, it'd be clear, and here they all come, and then go. And the first time I've been there, and I just like sit there and be enthralled by the whole fun thing. And
I on my last trip, I was a little bit intimidated to hit the subway system, which is how I used to travel when I was there between record companies. It was 50 cents. So 50 cents was hard to come by to get that. Most of the time I walked or I roller skated in the 80s. In the early 80s, I roller skated across town. I roller skated to the health club. Yeah, I belonged to a health club, but I didn't have any money to eat. But that was because the membership had been paid, when I was signed. So anyway, I had a nice health club. Well, that was really nice. But I had to roller skate places or walk across town to get, deliver like my photos or my promo package. I had to get across town without a cab so subways were really a big deal. So 2015, finally I ended up downtown. I'm going, I know where to go. Just hopping on it. And it was still pretty creepy. It was still a creepy, down there on Canal Street, and the subways are still like hotter than hell down there, and kind of creepy. But I don't know. I dug it. I dig New York. I like to go there often, and I would love to go there again. Yeah, I love New York. It's weird. It's fun. It's a challenge.
Oh, it's amazing. I just been there a couple times, and again, my last time was actually I saw John Entwistle the last time he played live at the Garden in 2000.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, he died. Then 10 months later, my brother and I stayed there for 2 nights at the Howard Johnson's by the Garden, and it was the last 2 shows of that tour.
Wow!
And then
I got to sit next to him one time.
Yeah,
I think we were at the Roxy. Yeah. That was pretty cool. Right next to him at the table. It was pretty. I was pretty friggin' frozen, intimidated. Wow, I can't believe I'm sitting right here. I didn't say a word. I just listened to everybody, which is pretty unusual. You can imagine how intimidated I was.
Well, he's saying the same thing. He's going, I'm sitting by Karen Lawrence. I'm like,
Oh, no. My goodness. Flattery will get you everywhere.
Oh,
you Magoo, you.
I have done
Magoo,
it again.
You've done it again.
Remember I told you that's how I got that nickname? That's
I know. I love it. I like that. That's cute.
Let's go to it right now. If I had it all wrong live. Karen Lawrence, thank you.
Right.
We'll be back.
Play the field. No